guys. So it has taken me forever to get this video up. My computer took a shit on me, and it was like a $150 part, and it just took a while to fix. So that sucked, but it's fixed, as you can see. And so I'm finally finishing up editing this video that I honestly filmed like 6 weeks ago. And yeah, I decided to film a video to just not so much show how to foam roll, because I mean it's kind of obvious what you do, and I'm sure you've seen people doing it in the gym all the time, but more of the specifics and the proper way to do it, so that when you buy your foam roller and decide that you're going to start doing it, which you should do it pretty routinely. I try and do it once a week. You should probably do it a couple times a week. But I wanted to film a video about the specifics so that you can basically just utilize the foam roller in the most efficient and proper way to really get the best benefit out of your time using it. So the foam roller I use, I'll link down below. I bought it on Amazon. You can get them literally anywhere. They vary in length. They vary in like, I guess, their firmness. Some of them have little little bumps on them and whatnot. But I mean, really the idea is the same. They're all gonna suit you just fine. And yeah. So let's get into the video, and I'll talk to you later. Alright guys, so basically I am starting off here showing you what not to do. So don't just go really quickly back and forth, and don't go over your joints. And we're starting off with quads. And what we want to do here is, obviously you're rolling back and forth, but as you go, and this goes for every muscle group, you want to stop where you feel like a knot, or I guess more pain. And as you can see, I'm flexing my feet back and forth, and then in a second here I'm going to go back and forth. There we go. Just kind of like moving back and forth, and you're just trying to work the knot out. If you don't feel enough tension, you can always lift one leg up and just put more pressure just on one leg. Basically, you're bearing more weight on one leg. Alright, so this one for me is very difficult. Many people will put their full weight on the side of their quad right there. I can't do that. It's far too painful. Keep in mind that this should never be so painful that you can't bear it. You should at least be able to function. But as you can see, I'm assisting with my foot down a little bit there, and also my front arm is kind of in front of me. And we're moving on to the other side. Same thing, I'm assisting myself with my front arm and the other leg. And we're doing the same thing that we did with the quad. When you feel an area of actual tightness or a little pain, you can move your foot in and out, and also you could rock back and forth. Typically I don't feel too much on this side. Also, you can move your knee, like I just did. This is not usually one of my weak points. I don't work this area very often. And it hurts. Ah, yes, one of my vices. Alright, so I don't even know what to call this part of the leg. It's like your outer hip. But, I mean, we're doing the same process that we've been doing. and I really like this area. It's, for me, and I think probably for a lot of women, it's a area of extreme tightness, your hip area. And it's obviously a very small area as far as surface area goes, but it doesn't mean you should neglect it. Alright, so inner thigh is a little tricky, and I'll show you in a second how to place the foam roller. But you're going to start farther away from the roller and then lean yourself into it. This is also an area that I don't tend to have to worry about too much. And of course, this varies for everyone. Do you think I have too many animals? Welcome to my life. This positioning is very tricky. I'm not even gonna lie about it. Also, I have one of the longest Sterling, get out of here. I have one of the longest foam rollers. You can buy them shorter, but I mean, you need to have a long one for some positions and a short one for others, so you might as well just have the longest, so that just covers everything, right? Alright, so this is what I was talking about. This is the positioning of the foam roller. You want the end that's farthest away from you to be facing out for your inner thigh. And this is my favorite. This works your glutes, obviously. And you're going to lift up your other leg of the opposite that you're trying to work. And you're going to bear all of your weight on that one glute. And this is less of an area of knots or tightness, but you just want to loosen up the muscle and break up any of the lactic acid buildup. Moving on to the other side there. This also kind of gets like your very lower back where you would see your love handles typically. And it feels really good. It's almost like a massage because there's more flesh there. Yee! Hurts so good. And then this is obviously more of like your outer glute. It's basically like that smaller muscle on the front of your leg, your outer quad that we were doing earlier. But it's on the back side of you now. Working those hammies. And this is always an area of difficulty for me. So many knots. You'll find you probably need to put more weight on your hammies. There's such a large muscle. So as you can see, I put one leg over the other and I'm working back and forth here. And again, if this is too much, then you can just lower one leg and have them both level with each other. And keep in mind again, this is not supposed to be excruciating pain. It's not going to be particularly comfortable, I won't lie. If it is, then you're either doing it wrong or you're just a very lucky person. But very much with foam rolling, you need to be listening to your body. Make sure you're maintaining breathing. Alright, the good old calves, my problem area. I worked on my calves in this particular session a lot. And as you can see, I'm moving my ankles around, my toes around. Putting one leg over the other to get more weight down on the calves. Rock back and forth. I worked on them for quite a while. I had a lot of knots. In fact, I had been getting a lot of cramps in my calves. And after I did this, I had actually really sore calves for probably 3 days. But then after that, I had no issues with cramps. So there's just like a lot of buildup there. My calves are monsters, just even on their own, without weightlifting. Genetics. Thanks, Dad. And again, we're doing the same thing, except now we've lowered the butt. And we're going to just hone in on specific areas more. Yeah. Hurts so good. And don't be afraid to take your time. It's okay to work on an area for a while. I mean, this is the point. It's going to vary for everyone. And the whole point is to make you feel better. And it's a lot cheaper than getting massages. Whew, work it out. Alright, I don't love this one, but I threw it in there just so you guys know that it's available. And this is the muscles around your shin. And yeah, you're definitely going to want to press down to get more tension in there. Also, this requires a little bit of flexibility. I am aware that not everyone can achieve this position. Perhaps I should have cut this and edited it a little better. This is taking forever. Alright, also another one of my favorites. We're going to do the upper back. You can't really do your lower back just because of the curve of your spine, so don't try, you might hurt yourself. Basically, you are going to position yourself like you're going to do a sit-up, but with your butt raised, obviously. And you're going to cradle your head in your hands and put your weight into your hands. Don't try and hold up your neck. You're going to strain everything and defeat the whole purpose. You're really going to want to just drop your shoulders down into the roller. Putting your weight on with your lower body on your heels is going to help you with your movement on this a little better. Alright, this is another tricky one to achieve, but still feels good. We're kind of just working on our lat a little bit. It requires, I think, a little more balance than I have. But yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of like rolling back and forth. And I may or may not have been watching YouTube while I was doing this. YouTube, I'm filming YouTube. Alright, now we're going to do tricep, which is actually really beneficial because you don't realize your upper body gets tight, but it does just because they're smaller muscles and it's not as easy to notice, but definitely don't neglect them. So you're getting on your stomach, spreading your legs and putting your one knee out just so you can kind of balance yourself. And I think I was surprised when I was doing this at how tight my triceps were. I love the giant red spot on my back. From me rolling it out. And that's it. See you guys next time.